Hey, what is up, lovelies? It is Lynn the Gacha Goblin, and I am back at it again with making a video about drama. Guys, this is actually quite saddening to see. So, I've made a video about the cosplayers. I've made a video doubling down on how much I appreciate the cosplayers. And since that video, I've actually been looking for like the actual cosplayers, not only because one was already exposed, but the fact that everybody else has been found out already, like everybody already knows who the cosplayers are. But apparently, this information has caused some backfire on the cosplayers themselves. Now, is anybody surprised? No, honestly, at this point, I'm not surprised. I'm just sad that it happened, I'm just sad that it really happened. So, apparently, to make the long story short, right, these cosplayers are under some sort of I guess privacy contract with Love and Deepspace that they're not allowed to officially say that they work for lads, but they can imply, like it's been implied. That's why we had the Caleb Cosser. That's why, some people know who the Silas Cosser is, right? And now people who, the loud minority of people who are incredibly parasocial have gone and attacked some of these cosplayers. Now, they've attacked them in ways like, you're not really Caleb, blah 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 blah, whatever, all of the nonsensical things. It's just very frustrating that people don't know where to find that separation between fiction and reality, and that is the ongoing theme that we're going to be talking about today, because the Caleb Cosser has gotten some flack, basically, for having his own life. So we're gonna go through this, we're gonna explain everything, and I'm also gonna give you guys my own personal opinion about his situation and everything, really. So let's hop to it. I was scrolling on Twitter, and to preface this, all right, before we jump into the post a little bit here, I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw that somebody had shared Silas's Instagram. I'm going to be, upfront and straight with you guys because I guess I'm accountable in this situation, so I will be honest and admit my mistake. I was happy that somebody shared that this guy had an Instagram account. He just made one, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go follow it because I want to support him as a cosplayer, not because I think he's Silas. So I went to go and, follow him, and then on that same post, I was asking the OP if they could post the Xiao Shu accounts of the other guys, because it's already known information already. It's been spread pretty wildly, even on Xiao Shu. Everybody is just posting their cosplays and their acts and whatnot. I just haven't found it for myself, and I haven't had the chance to really go and find them over on Xiao Shu, so I was asking if somebody could share it with me. And at that time, I was like, oh, yay, I get to support these cosplayers who I think are really talented. Apparently, there are people who have said that that was not a good idea. And looking back on it, I kind of agree. Yeah, it was my fault. I shouldn't have asked that. I should have known that this community cannot handle such things, and I should have asked in DMs or something if I really wanted the information. So this person here, Shark Boo, says, is it just me, or I don't think spreading the socials of the BW 2025, so BW is Billy Billy World 25, Cosser's models of the allies is a good idea, especially with what I've heard on what happened to Caleb's Cosser. At this point, it's like asking for trouble, especially knowing how the current state of the fandom is like. So, at the time that I read this post, I was like, wait, what happened to the Caleb Cosser? What happened? I don't know. I had no idea. So I was like, okay, what happened? Let's scroll through the post, right? So I was scrolling through the post, and unfortunately, nothing here really explains what exactly happened to the cosplayer actually. So let's just kind of like dive deeper into it. Let's see if we can find anything new. Maybe it was, updated or whatnot. So Sharkboo here says, and seeing people have shared their visions seeing people having their visions increasingly blurred between fiction and reality, and how parasocial a lot of people can get. Yeah, IDK about you, but I don't think that's a good idea. Could be just me though, IDK. And then she talks about muting these posts so she doesn't get bombarded. And then what happened to the Caleb Cosser is saddening. Saw his live and he seems very sweet. He does seem very sweet. I don't understand why the girlies keep dragging him like that. And I was like, dragging the Caleb? What the heck happened? He worked hard and bring Caleb character to life in those 3 days. I wish the girlies can separate fiction and reality. It does seem that there's more than just meets the eye, but honestly, I cannot really comment on that. But yeah, it's a mess from what I understood. Let's see the replies here. Let me see if there's anything else. It is, I read quite a few of the story on Xiao Hongshu. I don't know what the real one anymore. Seeing what happened to him, I hope all the VA will be kept anonymous. It seems like it's getting out of hand. So apparently there are stories that are circulating on Xiao Hongshu about the Caleb Cosser, and I was like, okay, what are the stories, right? And I was thinking maybe somebody posted it here. The alleged Caleb Cosser is already getting dragged. Now I'm scared for the others. Yeah, I heard about what happened to him. At this point, it's best for everyone not to seek them out or it'll get worse. And then the reply was, all of his offline activities are being suspended, and fans who gave him gifts during the live asked for a refund. He's being canceled heavily. It's scary. Oh no, I didn't know that. Excuse me, what refund? What the hell is going on? What happened? Poor guy. He did an amazing job. All of them did, and they are really sweet. What's this? Because they are all delusional, thinking that it's really Caleb or what? From what I know, it's that after the B World, he went on live to formally introduce himself. It garnered a lot of attention, and he also said a few times he's single in that live. So fans dig his entire life and prove he isn't single. So hell yeah. Hell was let loose. Okay. He's being canceled for lying to fans. And what makes the situation worse is that after the first live, where he said he's single, he made a VIP room where people have to pay to interact to go on his live, and he got a lot of gifts, money. So now those fans are requesting refunds because they felt they're being lied to. The situation is so bad that his agent agreed to refund his fans and also stop all his offline events and activities. Oh, that is so bad. Oh my god. I had no idea. Okay, but I will show you something else concerning the whole he lied stuff information. We're gonna jump into that because it's also not clear whether or not he really lied or not, because we'll jump into that after we go over through everything here. Now, I thought the same when I saw the post sharing Silas's Cosser's IG. Even if you found out, then just keep it to yourself. Even if you say don't talk about the LI in his comments while sharing their socials, who's to guarantee that people will obey? That's the thing, come on, let's be real. Majority of these people most likely won't shut up about it and would harass these people. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it was I'm at fault for asking for, their socials. on blast, and I really should have just contacted that individual via DMs. So yeah, that's on me. I will take accountability for that. But truthfully, I felt like it didn't matter since everybody literally knew who they were already. I thought I was behind. on the information. So it's not really an excuse. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. So after I read, these things, I didn't know the other posts. I didn't see those. I was like, okay, what the heck happened? What the heck is happening to the Caleb Cosser? So, thankfully, Aoshi Rai, I still don't know how to say your name, I'm so sorry. This is the context I found kind of confusing myself. So these are the photos that was attached, and we're going to go through this together. He lied. It was disappointing that he didn't even give a proper explanation. It was the first time I felt this way towards a Cosser, and it makes me sad. And I was like, okay. So for number one, he has There, you guys can see it now? Okay. He has a girlfriend, but he doesn't admit it. He signed a contract with Paper Games before the Billy World comic event to keep the whole process secret, but he told his girlfriend, and his girlfriend posted it on social media, saying that her husband is being invited as the causer and she is so proud. Okay. This is multifaceted, okay? This is multifaceted. First half. Honestly, it's so common. Not that I agree with this, okay? But it is so common for people who are in professions where parasocial relationships are king, right? For them to disagree that they have a significant other. Okay, you see this with actors, you see this with actresses, celebrities, singers. You see this mainly in, you know, the K-pop industry, mainly in the eastern side of the world. The way that they handle their industry, their amusement and entertainment industry, they never share if they're going out with somebody or whatnot, because it causes them to lose so many fans. It causes them to lose so much support, and it also paints a target on their back. And I think that's also what this guy probably did as well. And you also have like a lot of these, you know, VTubers who say that they're living with their manager, but their manager is actually their significant other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has been a pervading thing in the space right now. I don't know if that's whether true or not, but apparently it has happened. It has been proven by some other people in the space. But yeah, so there is that whole thing of keeping parasocial relationships alive. Is that the smart way of handling your community? Is it the smart way of handling this kind of situation? Probably not, considering how, you know, parasocial C and lovelies can be. I don't know, you know? Like, he could have gotten away with it. Had his girlfriend not posted anything on social media. This is the second half of that facet that I feel like makes this so complicated. That girlfriend knew that he signed a contract with Paper Games, right? And that he was going to be the causer of the event. Any reasonable, you know, intelligent partner who cared about the career of their significant other would not say anything. They would play stupid, okay? They would play completely stupid. But she goes on the internet and posts it on social media. Not only that, she apparently makes multiple anonymous accounts, sharing that, you know, this person is who she's, you know, finagling with. Now, this is where it gets a little bit confusing, because in this post here, they are currently girlfriend-boyfriend. In this post and in the last section, maybe it's grammatical errors, maybe it's translation errors, but there is something that just doesn't connect here. So his girlfriend posted on Red Note that she is Caleb's girl, and she happened to attend the event and made his ex-boyfriend to make a marriage proposal to her dressing up as Caleb. I don't know if she's calling it, I don't know if it's translated as ex-boyfriend, because previous to that she was saying her husband, because she said here saying that her husband is being invited as a causer. And I was like, okay, I don't know, I don't understand that. And then she created several anonymous accounts to talk to a lot of people that Muer, the name of the causer, is the causer and she is his ex. Ex what? Like ex-girlfriend, now wife? Or ex, we never talk again kind of ex? You know what I'm saying? And then the next part of this, his girlfriend even humiliated other game players on social media, saying that other Caleb's girls are all pigs. What they have done violated his contract with Paper Games and hurt other players' feelings. So I'm guessing she's calling, like, this translation isn't the best, I'm guessing she's calling other Caleb girlies pigs, the ones who dove into his past and basically found out that he was lying, or, all of these things, or just even found out who he was because now he's quote unquote violated his contract. I don't know. Guys, this is so convoluted that I don't even know if they're still dating. Is this a crazy ex? Is this somebody who's his real girlfriend is? And I tried to find out more information on this situation, but it's very convoluted. And like the sources that I'm trying to look on Xiaohongshu, some of them are biased, some of them are not biased, but they don't know what the story is. And I'm just like, okay, this is very confusing. But this is exactly what is happening in the community right now. People don't know how to separate fiction and reality, and it is causing somebody their career. Now, was it his fault for hiding the fact that he had a girlfriend? I feel like that's the standard of the entertainment industry right now, which is very unfortunate. For me personally, if I were to have a boyfriend, I would tell you guys. Like, I don't know, what's the shame in it, It'll be like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, whatever, but I am single AF. So, that being said, I mean, what am I talking about? I just got married to 5 guys. Woohoo! Anyway. Sorry, that was really funny. But yeah, and then my reaction to this was, this is actually confusing. Is she the current or ex-girlfriend? Also, what if he has a girlfriend? People have lives outside of Love and Deepspace. I appreciate him as a cosplayer and want to support him in other cosplays he does. I loved his cosplay of Caleb, but he isn't the actual Caleb. People need to separate reality from fiction. And this sort of parasocial behavior is so dangerous. I feel terrible for the cosser. Hopefully it doesn't affect him too much. This is also why I stopped sharing their Xiaohongshu accounts with my friends. So, yeah, this is the shindig. This is how these immature people have been handling the situation. It's very disappointing. It's very, very sad. Like, I would love to just support somebody for enjoying their craft. And who knows, maybe he lied to the public because that's what his agency told him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, agencies will tell people, no, you can't say that you have a girlfriend, whatever. Most agencies say, no, you can't date. I'm surprised that he actually had a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend. I don't know. But yeah, that's the shindig. That's what's happening to this Caleb Cosser, unfortunately. And he seemed really, really nice over his live too. It's just really sad that this community kind of has to ruin a lot of different things because of their parasocial relationships. Like, if the community wasn't parasocial, this whole thing would kind of blow over really quickly. Except for the fact that his girlfriend started calling other people pigs. Like, that is actually insane. I don't know what is up with some CN lovelies and calling people pigs. They got a thing about that. Anyway, that is pretty much it. That is how the cookie is crumbling today. Unfortunately, this is not necessarily the happiest video. So sorry for bringing you guys some more drama, but there has been this shenanigans that's been going on. There has been shenanigans with Zane's VA, apparently, which I just found out today and dove more into, and that one's a whole other can of worms. If you want to know about what's happening with that, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to find out what's happening, let me know, like, genuinely let me know, because that one is a little bit more of a sensitive topic, because it alludes to possible sexual abuse. It alludes to things that are not a-okay with, it could be triggering for some people. So let me know if you're interested in knowing what that is. I'm trying to find happy topics to make videos on. But it's a little bit hard. The only happy news that I can share to you guys right now, is the fact that I have made a Discord channel. So I have made a Discord server for us to all hang out in, and so far it's been great. There have been a few bugs here and there, but we're getting through. We're getting through, guys. Like, I made this in 2 days. Can you believe that? It's actually quite crazy. And people have been posting their illusios in the simping hub that I've made. I'm also going to have a built out NSFW if you reach level 20 in the server itself. And yeah, there's like general art that you guys can post and whatnot. Oh, this is Hikari. She made this little for me. I love it so much. And yeah, people are just introducing themselves. It's just really fun to have like a little community. If you want to join, there's a link in the description box. If the link doesn't work, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, this is the only happy news that I have to share with you guys right now. And hopefully I'm waiting for the PV for Xavier's Myth to really just like clean everybody's palettes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I am Lynn the Gacha Goblin. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do so. And if you would like to become a member and support the channel in a small little way every month, I would be very, very thankful. Anyway, I will be going now, and I will be trying to find something happy to cover. But until then, bye-bye!